You know that feeling when you're just kind of hanging out and you're in a situation and you're thinking to yourself, wasn't I just here? It's called deja vu. And if you're having it, probably because you just watched me scrub out of of an event. So, what I'm going to do is because I scrubbed out, I'm going to do another one because I don't make money on this, so I don't care. Uh, so let's have fun, shall we? Let's just be happy and draft another deck. Uh, Jeez, that profit though, that profit. All right, so what do we got here? Grave Robber Spider, Giant Spiders are fine. And if you're in green black, he's really really good. Scourge is okay. I mean, you have to tap and sack another creature to put a counter on it equal to the sacrifice creature's toughness. I don't know if that's something I really want to be doing that often. You play it as a 2/2, and the next turn you can eat like another 2/2 and make into a 4/4. I mean, you're just kind of putting all the eggs into that basket, and that's not something I'm really that happy with. Oathsworn, I've been told is good. I don't believe it. Uh, I should probably try it a couple more times. It's always been bad for me. Nyxborn Triton is fine, but this card seems pretty good. I want to give it a shot. Tribute 3, so you either get a 4/4 flyer or you gain control of basically their weakest creature um, because they're not going to give you anything that's good. Spiteful returned. That's a good card. Um, has the pulse tracker, I believe is the name of it, thing, but it does it twice because it does two life loss instead of one. So yeah, it's a pretty good card. In an aggressive deck, you can just kind of slam it on top of something and attack and take a very large chunk out of it. Um, Other cards that are in the pack, Centaur's pretty decent. Unravel is a really, really good sideboard card. Probably even main deckable, I would think. Snake is good. I'm a big fan of the Snake. Just because it's a 4/4 body that also gains you 4 life, and that helps you against the decks that are trying to beat you down, and against the decks that are trying to go late. Um, you get a 4/4 for 5, which is not terrible. In green, it's not good, but it's fine. Um, Divination's there for blue, but I think I'd rather have the Spiteful return to keep myself open in case I open something that's pretty good. That can do some pretty good stuff. Um, Jeez. Okay, well, okay, so there are two really good cards here. Archetype of Aggression is a 3/2 with Trample for 3. I will run that card in most of my decks. Then it gives everything else Trample and takes away my opponent's Trample. Well, at this point, you're just getting silly Archetype of Aggression. I mean, come on. What's your game here? Uh, but Hunter's Prowess. Target creature gets +3/+3 Trample and draw a card for each damage you deal. Oh, that's insane. Um, I should probably take the Archetype of Aggression because I think it's a more consistent card. It's going to do better stuff for you. Blah 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 blah. I'm taking the Hunter's Prowess because I know it's probably not the right pick, but it's the pick I want to make. And we scrubbed out of an event, so I mean, what do you guys want from me? To play well? No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to take the cards that are fun. Because apparently I don't care anymore. Flutterstep Eidolon is really good. You can just slam it on the back of something and it just beats down for a million because they can't block it. Would have been really nice to had in the last draft because then we could have gotten that one extra point of damage on that last turn. But we weren't even running blue, so I guess it didn't matter. Um, no, I guess it mattered. Maybe for running the blue-white version. We didn't see much of the blue, Mark. Be quiet, voices. So let's see. Snake, Acolyte's Reward. They're both fine, but I think I want the Eidolon. I mean, it's just really good. Okay, okay. Well, okay. Green, green. What are you doing? You're drunk. Go home. Gorgon's Head combo. Did I hear somebody say this is a combo? Because it is. Uh, Um, I think if I want to play the blue green deck, would I rather have a centaur or a snake? Um, I don't know because I'm not entirely sure what the blue green deck wants to do. Um, it's pretty clear that that green is open, so I want to move in on it. I think I just want the early creature um, that attacks and blocks because that's always, really. Oh, what? Okay. Okay. What? Okay. Okay. I have no idea what's going on right now. These packs seem insane. Like, there's an Acolyte's Reward here, which I'm super big on. I don't think anyone else is as big on as I am. Oh well. Uh, there's an Archetype of Aggression still in the pack. Okay, so this pack isn't insane, but ugh. I think I'm gonna take the Archetype. I think this is a much bigger signal than this is that a color's open, and I can always just not take it or not run it. There wasn't anything in the pack in the colors I'm in anyways. This pack is also kind of meh. I'll take the Mortal's Resolve though. Indestructibility is pretty good. Um, so I'll just take that. Um, I mean, Skirmisher's really good. I don't. Are we just going to be in this awkward situation where we don't have a color combination? I mean, I could just say like a Necrobite or a Forsaken Drifters, I guess. Instead of going into 5 colors. This isn't a super big sign. But we have seen a couple of other cards that I really like in white. I'll just take the most powerful card in the pack and just see what we get. Um, we could take the favor and try to run 5 colors, but I don't want to do that. I guess we can take like a Stratus Walk. Not really in any colors yet, so it's not like I can rely on that. Pure power level, I think Stratus Walk's just better. Um, all right, Unravel is a really powerful card. It does good things. I think this is going to come down to a lot of what we open in the next pack. Hopefully, it's something that gives us some kind of direction in our lives. That or everyone's just running 5 colors right now because no one knows what's going on. Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna take a divination here. Again, we just get a billion favors, so if you wanted to, we could be in the 5 color deck. But I think I'd rather just have a. So, oh my god. All right, I'm gonna take the Wayfinder. Um, I don't like either of these cards. I guess this one has a slightly higher percentage of time it'll be played. So we look like we're in the blue-green, but if we open a bomb in any color, I'm probably willing to jump ship because the signals were kind of bizarre. All right, Temple of Silence. I don't think that's worth much. I did end up selling the Thassa for 6, by the way. Temple. Temple? It's not even a tick. So that's not a consideration. Um, Triton's a card. Wingseed Rider's a card. Probably the most powerful card here. Um, I mean, I'd probably consider not even playing any of the green at this point because it's not fantastic. Actually, none of the colors are really that fantastic. What was I doing in that last pack? I'm probably rage drafting right now, which is drafting poorly because you are so upset at the results of the last game. So I think I'm just gonna take the Wingsuit Rider because it's the most powerful card in the pack, and we'll just see what happens. Rageblood Shaman is a card I think is good, but we aren't close to it. Because God's Willing here. That's a card that does stuff that's good, right? Um, Warrior's Lesson, Cutthroat, no. None of these cards are really a consideration. The Cure, not really liking their stuff lately. And there's also Freaka's Cure. Music Joke, I don't know who the Cure is. I just lost a subscriber. um, I think I just take the God's Willing because it's super powerful. I mean, I know removal and removal, but I think I just take the God's Willing. Let's hide the stuff I'm probably not running in the main. Oh, that helps. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the God's Willing here and hope that we just get. All right, so let's move in on white. I think it's really good in this format. Uh, so yeah, let's do that. I mean, we can always be white, blue, heroic. That's a good setup. I mean, Last Breath is a card that's pretty decent. Used to exile some stuff. Um, do. Alternative picks, Dragon Mantle's pretty decent. Destructive Revelry is a card I really like, but I'm not in the color pair. I've not been able to play red as of late because it's so powerful in Born of the Gods. People just take like all the cards that are in the that are red. So I've kind of been forced out of it because it's being overdrafted. But I think I'll take a Battle-Wise Valor here. Um, is it chosen by Hilliard? But I like the Wave Crash Triton a decent amount in an aggressive red-white strategy. Because if you target it, then it lets you like it's kind of you can't lightning bolt it in response or something like that, or lightning strike it in response or something like that. So you get yourself in a situation where you're able to target it and then just kind of begin to roll a little bit. The alternative is like a chosen. I mean, these cards are all decent, but I think it's a little late to move in on red. So I'll just take the Triton. Yep, these are cards. Um, you're a merfolk, right? Yeah, you're a merfolk. We do have the Skirmisher, the Phalanx Leader, who are both humans. And plus, a 1/1 flyer isn't terrible. It blocks Vaporkin, which can sometimes be a card that you just need to deal with in the early game. It can also pick up some of my other creatures. It's cheap. Yeah, let's get rid of these piles. I wouldn't mind splashing the black, but again, in an aggressive deck, you want to be splashing a lot less. And nothing for us here. A late time defeat is to note, but at the same time, I don't think my deck is really suited for time defeat, even if I did go with the green suite. I think time defeat is just the best card in the pack. Boon is pretty good too. Can always take a Sealock monster, just a big 5/5 dork on the ground, and just try to beat in with like our flyers. Cavalry Pegasus, Wingsuit Rider, Siren. Then just try Stratus Walk something. Yeah, that's not terrible. People keep telling me Breaching Hippocamp is good. I'm still not entirely sure. I could be completely off. Um, It's a boon again, which I like in the white black beatdown deck. Um, the white black beatdown deck is not good, by the way. It exists, but it's not necessarily good. I'll take it and then hide it. All right. Aqueous form or wave crash Triton. I flagged the aqueous form because that's where my mouse went. Um, aqueous form seems pretty good. We can throw it on something in the early game and just start going to town because it makes it unblockable, smooths our draws. I think it's better than second Triton, but we kind of need to get going. We have 13 playables. We're almost done with pack 2. I'm probably going to be regretting not taking any fixing because I'm going to be stuck playing the green stuff probably as well. Well, I can play an annul. Jeez. I don't. Take the Spark Jolt, I guess. Oh my god, come on. Did I muck it up this bad? Alright, let's just hope that we can just get there and get 10 playables. I'll take 8 playables, even. I just really don't want to have to splash because I really need to be able to hit like turn 2 Phalanx Leader and turn 3 Wingseater Rider in this deck. Because that's really where this deck takes off. If I can go like boom boom and then like Cavalry, Pegasus, and Stratus Walk on turn 4, hitting this and just counters on everything, then I'm super happy. Oh my god, that card is insane. Absolutely a boss. But Heliod's Emissary is here. He's not bad. Expensive to bestow, so you're probably casting him on turn 4 as like just a dude. You have like Lightning Strike here and Reaper of the Wilds, Baleful Eidolon, Insatiable Harpy. I mean, Triton Tactics is fine, I guess, in this deck. It targets 2 things, but I think we need to get creatures. I'd much rather have too many. I would much rather have a deck with less of this, more of this. We're just not in a good spot right now. Um, he could take Dissolve, Sealock Monster number 2, which I really don't want to have to take. A Last Breath or Mr. President. Mr. President doesn't seem terrible, right? Would we be running any red mana? 2 damage to our creature or player. It's a 2/3. It's not the worst card ever. It's lower on the curve. Lets us block. Okay. I've convinced myself. For those of you who have stayed on after seeing me kind of go a little bit crazy, I appreciate it. I want more creatures. I really want more creatures. Do I want just a Breaching Hippocamp then? I don't really have like the cards that are really good at the ambush untap. I guess I could just play it as like a 3/2 that comes down with haste for 4. That's not bad, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know what things are at this point. Um, the alternative is another Aqueous Form or Battle-Wise Valor, which are both pretty good, but I think I just want creatures at this point. I only have 11. I really need to start beefing that number up. Um, Double Unicorn. A Gary this late. 4th pick Gray Merchant. That's insane to see. Fate Foretold draws us cards. We have what? We have a couple of early creatures. Yeah, we'll take that as a way of doing things. All right, Nimbus Naiad, that's a good card. That attacks, it blocks, bestows. All right. Hopefully we can wheel the Elder. I'd probably even take the Raptor and be very upset. Battle-wise Hoplite, yes, sir, get in the deck. Thank you, Worth. All right, Griptide or Omen Speaker. I probably want the Griptide. Get some tempo going. All right. All right. Was feeling really good. Probably the Glare for the side. I don't want a second Benthic Giant. All right. So our roll has been slowed. Triton Tactics targets multiple things. Dissolve is a card that lets us not die to things that they play later in the game. Artisan or Griffin, do I want either of these? Not really. I'll just take the Artisan. Can cut a null. Most of our stuff has flying anyways, or we can make it unblockable through various ways. So I want the Sandals. The Bounty could be a good way of restocking our hand later in the game, though. I think it's better than a Benthic Giant, right? 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 Bueller? Take the Priest, take that, take the land. Alright. So this is a pile of magic cards, everyone. Jeez. I don't know if I'm off my game today. I played a couple matches, or a couple drafts last night. I made it to the semis, and then I made it to the finals, and I won one. So I went even on the night. But in the one that I ended up losing was just like one of those matches that just kind of got away from me. I don't really think it was a playing issue. But then again, you never want to say, oh, I don't think it was a playing issue. Because, you know, I'm just going to bring down two cards that I think we could put in the main. Because they're just that powerful. Did we not get another land? That's weird. Alright, not running that. Not running that. Maybe not running that. Divination. You're good. You're good. You're good. Don't like you, but you're fine. Probably don't want to run the giant. Not in the main. Alright. So this is the deck. The easiest two cuts are right here. And we just run this. If we run that, we lose a creature. We go down to 13 total creatures. Which is not something I'm super happy with, but we do have a decent amount of cantripping power. And the creatures we do have can do some pretty silly starts. Like, I probably wouldn't even be too upset if I played an Eidolon on turn 3 with, like, a Phalanx Leader out. But I'll put it up to 6 just in case. So I'll move the Naiad down there. It doesn't look terrible. It's not a terrible deck. You have a lot of stuff that targets, and you have, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that really like to get targeted. Sealock Monsters, just a big 5/5 on the ground to hold off the attacks. Siren of the Fanged Coast can steal a creature from someone. Typically, Siren's a lot better in decks that have the ability to kill creatures that are small and just kind of move them out of the way so you don't have to worry about them being the card that you're given. So that way it's a lot harder for them to... Oh no, you choose. Oh, that's stupid. That's a lot better than I thought it was. What's the card I'm thinking of? The Tribute, they sack a creature. That's the black one. Sorry, I get them confused. There's a Tribute that makes you sack a creature, and I think it has the same stats. They use 3 black, 1/1, Tribute 3, flyer. And if it wasn't paid, they sack a creature. It might be a 2/2 with Tribute 2 or something. But yeah. I think where the play is just not to run either of those. They're both really powerful. And I would love to have a Spiteful Return in my deck. The issue is I don't think I want to hurt the mana for it because I have a lot of double costed things. And I think it just would be a bad life choice. Okay, Magic Online. You can calm down with your giving me 50 billion blue sources. My creatures are white, mostly in the early game, so I think I care about that more. Then I'll run 8 blue sources, which isn't the happiest thing to be doing in a deck where you have multiple double blue things, but it works. Is this a good deck? Not really. Can it win an 8-4? Yeah. Is it going to win the 8-4? Spoilers. So just sit back, relax, and you'll see. See you guys later in